But it's not that I don't need a man for nothing. No, I need a man. I was created. I'm a helpmate. I can't wait to be that. But the mistake that I made, and the mistake that a lot of you are making, once you lay down with them, it's good as dead. And a lot of us don't know that. A lot of us didn't know that. I didn't know that. Especially when you come from an environment where casual sex is the focus, casual sex is promoted. Yeah, you grow up doing that. I had plenty of good men.
She talked to me like I was one of her girlfriends. Like what men want from you, why, what sex means to them, what it doesn't mean for you. She went there. And I'm so thankful that she went there because all of my girlfriends whose parents did not go there, their daughters were having sex early. Their daughters got pregnant early.
Women take on the men that they sleep with, even in personality.
Oh wow! Oh,
so yeah. Now you heard probably old heads say, "Be careful who you let braid your hair or who you eat after," right? Because spirits attract.
Yes.
But it's more like DNA. Damn. And I try to make it short, but these two scientists did an experiment where they were just testing saliva to see what it did. One scientist took his saliva and put it out there on the little test thing, and he left, and the other scientist studied it. The scientist went on a plane flight to somewhere, and the scientist who was observing the saliva, he noticed different interactions in the saliva at certain times. He documented those times. When he met back up with the other scientist, he mentioned to him the times that his saliva made distinct changes. And the guy had, he wrote down whenever he was upset, if he felt any type of emotion and why, and it lined up with the time frame that he kept. So he was about to miss his flight, and his saliva reacted to that, even though it wasn't in his mouth, man.
Wow.
So just imagine that saliva that you just spit out. And that dies after about, I think it was like 14 or 15 hours it dies. But jeez. Imagine sperm inside of a body now where it's warm, it's, imagine kissing, smoking, eating after somebody, those, what you would call germs, that bacteria, it gets into a person. Jeez. So a lot of times we're schizo because we got a lot of people inside of us.
to make different choices.
It's because your saliva is responding differently.
I'm very smart. I read. I work. I'm very soft. I cook. I clean. And I am not married. But it's not that I don't need a man for nothing. No, I need a man. I was created. I'm a helpmate. I can't wait to be that. But the mistake that I made, and the mistake that a lot of you are making, once you lay down with them, it's good as dead. And a lot of us don't know that. A lot of us didn't know that. I didn't know that. Especially when you come from an environment where casual sex is the focus, casual sex is promoted. Yeah, you grow up doing that. I had plenty of good men. None of it ended with a ring. The moral of the story is, I don't care. You could be drop dead gorgeous. Do you see me? And if you saw me in person, if you met me in person, the energy is on 10. I'm everything.
Great woman to a man.
So great that you're where?
I mean, you want to judge that?
I'm asking. If you're a great woman to a man,
I have a poor choice,
oh,
probably.
no. If you're a great woman to a man,
Yeah.
where's the outcome to prove that?
That's why I'm doing what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't been just giving my
You've been
body.
doing what you've been doing, fasting
And
and
yeah,
celibate. But
yeah.
you're a great woman to a man based upon what? Where's the outcome to prove that? See, y'all talk this shit. I'm a queen. I'm a deep. No, but you got no results to prove that.
I told you I'm very submissive.
It does not make you a great woman.
I'm just saying, I'm not a horrible girl.
You said you're a great woman. And it
I
just
am.
sounds, what are you doing that's so great?
Let me think. Okay, well, are we talking like my physical assets? Because I have all that.
See, what you need to understand is the problem with so many modern women is you feel like you're better than you are. You lack humility. You've shown that here. You've come in and talk about men based upon your poor choice with one man. Talk about yourself and you pedestalize even you. What makes you a great woman? And you basically say, because I've been abstaining and fasting. That does not make a woman great.
I have my own
If
place.
you
I have my own car.
that makes you an adult.
Okay.
See,
Not a gold
I simply
digger.
that makes you normal. See, what you have not said is a woman who's truly a great woman, they're in short supply and they get snapped up quickly. But see, the way you've constructed the world is the problem is outside of you. You don't need any real improvement. You just need to wait. And the world will bring the right man to you. Women today think men are free. They think they require no effort, no work. You just got to be, I pay my bills. I got a car. I'm in shape. I'm submissive. I'll challenge that. All right, then why ain't it working?
I'm married because I slept with him. So if you sleep with him, the looks ain't gonna get you there, big dog. Having a baby is just not gonna get you there. If you want a ring, the longer you can keep yourself out of a bed, your value, it goes up. It's not too late. It's not too late to start living like this and understand. Understanding this. But the first thing is repentance. You gotta go ahead and make that vow. You gotta say, Shh, I'm not gonna fall victim to premarital sex ever again. You've had enough of that. I've had enough of that. So commit to getting to the other side of what it really means to allow God to bring love into your life. That's possible. I come from an environment where I didn't see marriages. I didn't see healthy relationships. I didn't understand that was a possibility. But now that I know that it is, it's my responsibility as an adult to act differently, to make different choices. Your looks just not gonna get you there. You're beautiful, but that's not what it's about. Think about it.
married. So I'm just going to give you guys 3 of the top things that I feel like were very helpful that my mother did to make this an easy journey for me. Number 1, she started the conversation about sex early. I was 8 years old. The response of some of the parents were like, oh my God, that's too early. But honestly, it was really helpful. And I'm going to tell you why. At 8 years old, I hadn't got my cycle yet. Like none of the other kids knew about sex or were talking about it. So my mom was able to get into my ear before they were, which was extremely smart of her and helpful because I was getting the information first, so I felt like I knew. So then when it did come the time where other kids started talking about dumb stuff in reference to sex, I felt like the elder. I felt like, child, please, y'all don't know what y'all talk about, because my mom had already told me. And she didn't just sit down and have like a scientific conversation of the birds and the bees. No, honestly, you learn that in health class. She talked to me like I was one of her girlfriends, like what men want from you, why, what sex means to them, what it doesn't mean for you. She went there. And I'm so thankful that she went there because all of my girlfriends whose parents did not go there, their daughters were having sex early. Their daughters got pregnant early because the first conversation they had about sex, instead of it being with their mother, was with some dusty boy. So it's your choice. I'm not a parent, but I have been a child and I can say what worked for me. It was very much more beneficial for me that the first conversation I had about sex was with my mother and not somebody's dusty son. So
Now, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. On some real talk, I think it's a phenomenal concept. But